guys, welcome to Rome. When in Rome. This is part 48. As you guys can see, we have built more. Things are happening. It's getting better. The wall is being built, actually. We're actually almost got the bridge built, heading our way that way. Take a look at the map. Things are coming together. Rome is more than it used to be. Got this little fountain area over here, a little pool, little so the citizens of Rome can come bathe and not be barbarian, stinky people.
Dirty people.
Yeah, well, the Romans called anyone who wasn't Roman barbarians because they smelled. Which, I'm not sure why barbarian would be the word instead of just like stinky or asshole or something. I don't know. Maybe that wasn't in their vocabulary at the time. That would probably make a lot of sense. So yeah, welcome guys. It's good to have this shit started now because I was really dreading having to do this, but now that I've started it, I'm kind of, got the whole flow going, like the lady from Progressive. Who the fuck would name their kid Flo? That is gross. And a girl, nonetheless. Ooh.
Save money with Progressive.
Yeah. With every policy you sign on to, get free tampons. Ooh. And she has red hair, too. Dude, it's like they did that on purpose. No offense to any of the girls out there. You guys can't control it. It happens. It's just, for them, they can control that name, and that name is... My imagination runs away with that name. It's just like, it's just not a... If your name is Flo, I apologize, but, it's, I don't know. Not my first... If I was having a kid, that would not be my first choice. Oh, she looks like a Flo, don't you think? Alright, so, okay, got a topic to talk about, but I vote we start, putting these pillars down so we can get this side done, Nick. So, I, was reading this article and found out that, Avengers 2 just came out.
Yeah.
By the way, it was a decent movie, I enjoyed it. We'll go off on that in a sec, but,
Well, I didn't watch it.
I won't go into crazy detail on anything to ruin anything for you, but the Captain America, so Chris Evans, and the guy who plays the Hulk, I do not know his real name. Oh my god. They were interviewed by someone, and they were asked what they think about Black Widow's character, which is Scarlett Johansson's character. And they said somewhere to the effect of, she's a slut. Like, she's basically the whore. And, I mean, again, I think they just said slut. But, they had to make a public apology. And there's something about that to me just seems stupid. And let me explain. Because you have to... Real people, not Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans and that other guy, real people have to go, like, in front of the camera and apologize about making a comment about a fictional fucking character? To me, that is bullshit.
I see what you're saying.
Like, what the fuck? Really? I just think that's stupid. Like, I can understand if they were saying it about Scarlett Johansson, but they weren't. They were referring to Black Widow, the character. So it's like, that just sounds stupid to me.
She probably got offended.
She didn't, though.
Oh, but then who made them do a public apology?
Just the uproar from the fans.
Oh.
Like, they were pissed off because, oh, you're talking about our character or whatever, like, the thing that we enjoy, which, again, I understand how, that might piss somebody off, but the fact that they have to go out and be like, we're sorry we made fun of the character that doesn't exist, who has no feelings. You know, to me, it's just like, it just sounds so stupid to me. Like, really? Seriously? These people have better things to do. They, you know, like, I don't know. So, I thought that was interesting. I don't necessarily believe that they should have had to do that, but, you know, people just take the smallest things nowadays and blow them up into the biggest deal. And I don't understand why. You know? It's just
The
like
world will never know.
I don't know. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop, man?
It's like that guy that's making a public suit, or not a public suit, civil lawsuit between Blue Moon because it says Blue Moon Brewing Company, but there is no such thing. It's owned by a different beer company that bought Blue Moon. Like, it's like really stupid, but basically he's doing that because it's not craft beer, and nowhere on the bottle of that beer says it's craft. So, like, I don't understand why he's mad. Like, I don't care even if they said it was craft beer and it wasn't. I just don't care.
Yeah, that's like, why does that even fucking matter?
Why do you have to sue a company if they say it's craft beer and it's really not? Like, who cares? Obviously, you enjoy the beer. Relax.
But that's the thing. Like, people, you know, a lot of people like to want to get rich quick, you know. So they'll just make up bullshit regardless if they really feel that way about something. Just to try to make an easy buck. Here's another thing that's interesting. This is something that I don't give a shit what people think. This, to me, is just fucking stupid. And this backs up the whole Black Widow thing and you're, you know, where you're making trouble out of nothing, basically. Is, the Bud Light deal that they've been doing lately with the whole, like, you know, are you up for anything thing, you know what I mean? The commercials.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And it's like the say no or you won't say no thing.
Yeah, it's like everyone's like, yeah, you up for anything? Like, say yes to everything. That's basically what it is. And women all over the world.
One night of not saying no or something.
Huh?
It's like one night of not saying yes or no or something. Yeah,
it's well, their slogan is like say yes to everything. And you know, I was reading this thing where everyone's up in arms, mainly women, about it being a pro-rape statement.
Yes.
Which, there's two things I have to say. One, yes, Budweiser's like, everybody say yes to rape. And that could be anything. That could be yes to fucking drinking and driving, yes to jumping off a bridge, yes to doing anything. But you pick that? That's yes to everything. So yes to murder, yes to child pornography, yes to, you know, like, literally, there are millions of other things that are worse than rape. And I'm not saying rape is bad or good, but, you know, like, rape to child slavery, rape to, you know, anything. Or rape to, I mean, yes to child slavery, yes to whatever, you know, like, you could say that about anything. But, on the other hand, how many times, and you should know, you work in a grocery store, have you seen a girl walk out with a fucking 6-pack of Bud Light? You know, and I know, and everyone else in the world knows, that Bud Light is nowhere near a girl drink. That's for fucking middle-aged white guys that are having a fucking barbecue in the backyard or just got done mowing the lawn.
Yeah, they don't want to get drunk off of the 24-pack.
Well, and want cheap beer. It's not a beer that women buy, so why the fuck do they even care?
My aunt does.
I'm not saying they don't ever do it, Nick. I'm saying that, like, it's just not popular. It's not one that I always see women buy. To me, if I were to be like, if their girls were like, hey, can you pick up some beer on the way to a party? We'll take anything. I wouldn't be like, Bud Light. Yeah. I'd probably get some, like, Summer Shandy or Blue Moon or, you know, maybe Reds or you know, something that's a little girlier. You know, Mike's Hard Lemonade, shit like that. I don't know. Something that's just girls know. A lot of girls don't really like beer, and to pick a Bud Light, have Bud Light be their number one pick, to me is just unrealistic. It's not their demographic. So, bottom line, I think it's just ridiculous that people really waste people's time and get into that whole thing with like, oh, it's pro rape, and it's like, you're pro rape because you keep bringing it up. These guys are just saying, have a good time, enjoy yourselves, drinking our beer, and you got to make it all about something serious and crazy. You know, that's the problem. It has nothing to do with rape. It has to do with you ruining everyone's good time with that seriousness stuff.
Yeah, but people get offended over the stupidest things lately.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Bottom line is, it's just like, people need to fucking take a step back and realize, like,
relax.
yeah, just like,
Enjoy
you know what you need, man? A Bud Light. Because you're freaking out. Take a chill pill. Have a drink. Enjoy yourself. You know, it's like that lady or whatever on Tosh who was looking into the monster shit. Like, oh, monster in Hebrew. Fucking the M is 3. Those, it's like the M on monster is like an upside down L.
Yeah.
You know, next to each other. And apparently 3 of those upside down L's is, or one of them is a 6, so next to each other it's 666. And then in the monster on the O there's a cross, and when you drink it, so you do this, upside down, it's an upside down cross, which means the devil.
The person that found the swastika on wrapping paper that, like, it was like, you could see it, but it wasn't, like, you would have to, like, really look at it and think about that.
Damn it.
I really believe.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, there's no way in fucking hell that's even remotely true. And you could, you know, it's like the whole conspiracy theory with a lot of, you know, conspiracy theorists out there who dig into every little thing and try to find, you know, some kind of deep, dark secret about something when it's not even there. It's like, if you look into anything, anyone, anything, you'll find some kind of dirt or something you can make up and blow out of proportion. So it's like, you know, to me it's just like, what the hell, people? Like, you know, keep your opinion to yourself, and I don't know. The way I look at it is, there's people out there that murder people, right? There's murderers. People out there that kill people for ridiculous reasons and blah, blah, blah. If that's the case, if people do that, that's like me going to everybody and accusing them of being a murderer on some wild hunch. It's like, you have no proof, you don't know for sure, you're just basically trying to get attention or something. I don't know, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. You know, and it's just, to me, it's like, what the fuck, people? Like, you can't just go through life and just realize when it's a joke, you know, like, or realize what, you know, what it is, just take it for what it is. Like Bud Light, they're just saying, have a good time, say yes to everything. They obviously mean not drinking and driving, not raping girls, not, you know,
they mean something fun.
Murdering your friends. They're saying, you know, when you're out with your buddies and they're like, hey, you want another beer? You're like, fuck yeah, not, nah. You know, they're just saying, enjoy yourself. Say yes to life, enjoy yourself. But people are digging into it and trying to make it into something that it's not. And again, it goes back to, if you look at anything, you can dig into it and make it something it's not. You know, got milk. Oh, that could be against breast cancer because you can't have boobs anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, you could say that. Right? You know, got milk? No, I have breast cancer. Oh, I can't do that anymore. Like, you know, technically, people could do that. I bet you that probably is one, dude. I didn't even think of that.
Or Frank's, I put that shit on everything.
Yeah, I put that shit on everything. You put what shit on everything?
Yeah. Oh my god, he puts poop on there.
Oh, I don't know why I do. Wait, stop there, stop. You don't... I fucked up. You did it right. I fucked up. Yeah, man, I don't know, like... To me, I just live my life where, like, I don't take anything too seriously. Unless it's, like, something personal to me. You know, like, someone comes up and kicks my dog in the face. I'll take it personal. What the fuck was that, dude? That was weird as shit. I swear to God, I just saw, like, you, like, dropped a block or something, and it went straight into the air. Like, it flew into the sky. I believe so, unless I just saw, like...
It went in my inventory, but...
No, it looked like it flew up into the sky. I'll have to slow that down, maybe, in editing, and maybe I'll be able to see it. But if I don't slow it down, if you guys haven't seen a slow-mo yet, it was a mistake on my part, and I just saw nothing. So yeah. For me, just the type of guy who, and you too, Nick, who just doesn't take anything too seriously. Just, you know, when people are joking around most of the time, and there are just people out there that just have to make big problems out of nothing.
Yeah, they get offended over.
And it's like, really, man? Like, and on the other hand, it's like, who gives a shit what other people say? You cannot control what other people say. Period. Ever. There's, what, 7 billion? Is it 7 billion now?
Yeah.
7 billion people on the planet? And you're telling me when one person says something, you're going to fucking waste your own time to try to correct them. It's like, people say stupid shit all the time. Why would you even give a shit? I mean, there are people out, you know, in other countries that are, like, preaching all this crazy stuff and everything, but it's like, am I going to be able to change their opinion alone? No. Do I care? No, not really. And they shouldn't either.
Yeah, like, if I say my opinion, people don't need to get offended over it.
Yeah, I mean, they have a separate opinion, that's fine. Wait, it's...
Yeah, we don't have to argue about
it. Oh, no, we're good, never mind. Thought we fucked up. Yeah, it's just like... it's fucking nuts, man. Like, I just think, you need to take a chill pill. And I think it kind of spawns a lot from, like, you know, way back in the day, like, I feel like people like me and you, and I'm sure a lot of the people that are watching this, because if they fucking stuck through, you know, especially Rome, because this is normally the series that we bullshit and talk about a lot of random shit the most, they probably have the same opinion. If they haven't, because we've talked about a lot of controversial and random shit on here, if they've stuck around this long, they probably feel the same way. Because if not, they probably would have fucking switched to a different video. So, with that being said, I consider myself, probably you guys watching, and Nick as like a new thinker. Like, you know, this generation of thinking. Where I feel like a lot of people are stuck, and I'm not stuck like last generation. I'm talking like 1300s generation. Where it's like they're so stuck in like their
bubble.
Like primitive thinking, like, you know, where they just cannot understand that like things don't have to be so goddamn serious, and again, you can't control what people say, so you know, just care about yourself, care about what you say and what you do. You know, and at the end of the day, if someone else screws up and fucks up their life or does something stupid, whatever, let them. That's them, not you.
Yeah,
you know, like,
it does not affect you at all.
Yeah, like Osama bin Laden sets up this huge terrorist shit, blows up the Twin Towers and all that stuff. It's horrible. Would I want that to happen? Fuck no. Of course not. But could I have done anything about it personally? Unless I could see the future or some shit? No. So, you know, what am I supposed to fucking do? That's an extreme example, by the way. But, like, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, he was walking down my street, I'd fucking shoot him in the head, but, you know, he's somewhere, I mean, he's dead now, but, again, it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do as a person? And that's a too big of an example. That's a bad example. I need to come up with a better example than that. But
apologize, no.
I'm sorry, all you terrorists out there. I didn't mean to offend you. You know, praise Allah. I don't know. But I just, it's just fucking stupid to me. Like, people just need to chill, enjoy life, have some laughs, drink a beer, enjoy themselves, enjoy the people that they're around, hang out with their friends.
Yours sounds really good.
Oh my god, doesn't it? See, this whole time talking about Bud Light, I don't even know if I have beer here. I might. It kind of sucks. My stepdad used to drink beer all the fucking time, so I could just go down and like take one, you know. But like now he like never drinks, so I'm always, I'm gonna buy my own.
Yeah,
Not that that really matters, because
I
he always
get a
drinks, like, kind of shitty beer, but...
I get a discount on all the beers that we sell.
Really?
Yeah. 20% off.
That's badass, but at the same time, that's almost like... I'm like, super surprised. You know, Kroger didn't even do that, did they?
Nope.
Yeah, because it's like, we don't want to feed your bad habits. You're a Kroger.
Everything in that store that you purchase.
Oh,
is 20% off.
It's only, yeah, for Kroger, it's only Kroger stuff, right?
Yeah. So every product that we sell, so it's including beer, so it's pretty cool in a way. You can actually get beer cheaper.
I gotta sneeze. Oh, fuck. Okay, so let's move on to the Avenger movie. I'm not gonna spoil anything, so don't worry, guys. Oh my god, I felt like I was gonna yawn. That was weird. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was, I would say better than the first, mainly because I didn't like Loki. I know a lot of people like Loki. He was the bad guy from the first one. I don't know if you saw the first one, Nick.
I did.
Yeah, you know Loki, Thor's brother or whatever.
Yeah.
To me, he's not very threatening, so I'm like, I don't really care. Like, he just wasn't a great bad guy to me. He's not terrible, so don't blow up the comments with, how dare you? But, in my opinion, I just think that there are better bad guys. And, personally, I'm a DC fan, so I've kind of got a biased opinion to begin with. Just because I like DC more because they're more grounded in reality. Now, you could say, well, what about Superman? Blah, blah, blah. He's blah, 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 you know. Of course, Superman is definitely not grounded in reality, but...
Yeah, it is. What are you talking about?
The new portrayals of them in the movies are a lot more believable. They're darker, they're grittier. They just, to me, they're just more my style. Where, you know, the Avengers is much more kind of cartoony, more comic book style, which is fine. It's still very enjoyable. But my main problem with the Avengers so far, which the third one, if there is one, I'm not going to ruin anything, but in the after credit scene, at the end of the movie, we stayed and watched the after credit scene. I'm not going to ruin anything here, but there's a hint at a possible third
Well,
one.
there always is.
Right, I know.
It's usually about like the next upcoming movie.
Right,
which I don't
it
know
is.
if they're.
It is. It's totally leaning into
I don't
the
know
next
if they're doing any more like single, and they're just going to do the Avengers.
Well, I don't know about that. All I know is that in the fucking trailer, oh God, the scene at the end of the goddamn credits, it was totally aimed at a sequel, and it had a bad guy. I'm not going to say the bad guy's name, but he was definitely one that I'm a lot more excited about. And my main reason why is the last couple of, the last Avenger movie and the one before it, this Avenger movie, the Age of Ultron, and the one before it have been, in my opinion, it's always like the whole team against a bunch of robots. And it just gets old. It's like, I don't know, I just feel like, why the hell can't there be someone else to fight, but it's always just robots, so it's like, it's like when Star Wars brought the droids in. So when they're fighting them, they're just like, just cutting them in half and shit, and it's just like, this is stupid. Like, they just keep coming, so there's no, like, it's just, I don't know, once you've seen one die, you've seen them all die. Thor's banging them over the head and just throwing them around and shit, which is cool, but after a while, it's like, I've seen this before. I feel like I've seen this before. And in the first Avengers, it was that. Those alien things were taking over, and they're just throwing people around and messing shit up, and it just felt like, okay, I've definitely seen this before. This is nothing new here. Now, on the other hand, it was still enjoyable. I still enjoyed it, but it was definitely like, oh, yeah, this is nothing new here. What are you doing, dude? Stop, stop, stop.
What?
This is the top. Oh, what am I? Yeah, we don't need to put these. Like, look over there. Remember, we're just putting the sides of the tower in? Oh, that could have stayed. Oops. But yeah, we're just... If you look over at the other one, it's just the tower part is going up now. I gave Age of Ultron probably like an 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it all the way through. There was one part that kind of slowed down. That was kind of boring for a sec. But overall it was good. There was a couple parts that made me laugh. Like, and it was like one of those things where you like look over and you're like, that was fucking funny. You know? Kind of like that, you know, the thing where you're watching a movie in a theater, you're watching like a trailer, and you look over at your friend and you're like, I'll be seeing that. You know, you kind of have that, like, you both agree on something during the middle of a movie or something. There was some funny parts, so that was good, but... So I gave it probably an 8 out of 5. I'd recommend it. If you guys like superhero movies, go see it. I mean, it's the only movie that's out right now that's really any good. On the other hand, if you want to go see a movie that's original, has a fucking kick-ass soundtrack, and it's just kind of a cool movie, go see It Follows. It's fucking brutal. It's a pretty cool movie. And it's like the first scary movie in like, I can't even tell you how long, where it's actually teenagers. They're not 35-year-old kids or 35-year-old adults trying to play, you know, high schoolers. And they're, you know, like, it's always like a 35-year-old model. She's like perfect.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? That movie, though, they had like, you know, the lead character, she wasn't like a knockout. Like, she was cute, but she wasn't like, oh my god, Megan Fox. So it was nice to see someone who just seemed believable, you know? Like, okay, you seem like someone who would be in real life, like an everyday girl, not, you know, okay, what the hell? What carpet did you come out of? Like the red carpet rolling out. Just gonna do a rock and turn. So yeah, guys, you guys like horror movies, go see It Follows. It's pretty sweet. And the freaking music, dude, is so awesome. That was like what stuck with me the most was the freaking soundtrack.
Yeah, the music.
The music was sweet as shit. Here, I'll play you guys a clip right now of what the music sounds like. It's not what it is, but it sounds very close. If you guys have heard of the band Kavinsky, it's like this, if you guys have ever seen the movie Drive, or ever played Grand Theft Auto 5 and 4, it's in Grand Theft Auto 5 and 4, and it's, they do the soundtrack for the movie Drive with, what's his name? Who's the guy from Drive, dude? Gosling. Gosling. God damn, what's his name? Gosling. His last name's Gosling. He's in The Notebook. You know, what do you want? What do you want? Oh my god,
Gosling.
Are you looking it up?
Ryan
Gosling, you got it.
That I didn't look it up, but
Yeah, it's Ryan Gosling. Yeah. But that movie's got some sweet-ass freaking soundtracks, or music in it too. But anyways, the music in It Follows is not Kavinsky, as far as I know. But it is very freaking close. So I'll really quick play a clip for you guys so you guys can hear it. So give them like a 10-minute moment of silence. Alrighty, so I just realized I said 10-minute moment of silence.
don't need
Give him a
that.
decade, please. Yeah, I don't want to violate any copyright laws. So
That would not be good.
I gotta just
I think
give
you
you
can
guys.
play the first like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I can give you guys a little snippet, but I can't freaking play the whole thing. But they are freaking sweet as shit. They have some pretty cool, like, electronic, like, 80s kind of, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's not like techno. It's like a, I don't know, it just sounds rad as shit to me. It sounds cool.
Yeah, it's like kind of,
It's like
darker.
it's like a dark, like, 80s, like,
I would say it's
bassy
pretty close. Yeah,
techno shit.
it's techno, but not. It's like darker.
Yeah, it's got like that like bow kind of like feel to it.
Yeah, and it like stretches it out.
Yeah, dude. It's really cool. Oh, I already have that shit. Yeah, I really like them. Yeah, it follows sweet. Enjoyed it. Now I gotta wait for another movie to come out because I don't know what else. Until Mad Max is coming out. I think the 14th.
Mad Max, yeah, that comes out in May.
I'm gonna be seeing that shit for sure. Mad fucking Max, motherfucker. That shit looks fucking badass. That looks like there's gonna be a lot of gore in it too. Like those vehicles have like spikes on them and shit. And those guys are like flying around those big like wire things. Those big like
Yeah.
they're just like I have a feeling that shit's gonna be crazy gory. Like people are gonna get ran over and shit, and like impaled and stuff. And I just feel like it looks like it's gonna be like Death Race kind of like where it's got it's really dirty and looks freaking cool. Do you believe?
Then what else do we have? What's that movie? Something else that's coming out.
Why'd you fill in that?
Well, then what?
You're supposed to right here. You're supposed to add the top and then fill it in. Remember?
Oh.
The roof is the fill in. Doesn't really matter. No one's gonna fucking look. It's up to you if you want to delete it or not. But
I wasn't paying attention. I was just talking and filling in things. I'll just go another layer. No one will never notice.
except the people watching. Oh my god.
They won't.
They won't, because if they do, I'll come to your house and I'll cut you. like Bob Ross. We're just gonna put a little bush here. This will be our little secret. But if you tell anyone that that bush is there, I will come to your house and I will cut you. Shit's
See any
fucking
good previews in Avengers? Upcoming movies?
They had the preview for a movie called San Andreas with The Rock. The San Andreas fault, breaks, an earthquake or whatever. Which to me looks fucking kind of dumb. I mean, I like The Rock, but it just looks like another fucking,
oh, you know what? We
2012 kind of movie or whatever. But hold on, before we get into that, there's a part in that movie in the trailer where there's like this earthquake, right? And this Rock's in the Rock I think is like a Coast Guard pilot or some shit for a helicopter or something, and he's on the phone with his wife who works on like the skyscraper or something, and like a restaurant or something in a skyscraper, and the earthquake starts happening, so their phone call gets disconnected, and she runs to the top of the building, like the roof, and she's on the roof, and the buildings all around her are collapsing, falling to the ground. And I lean over to Steve and go, there's no way in hell she'd be able to stand if those buildings were coming down. If there's an earthquake that's strong enough to make skyscrapers fall over, how the hell would some lady be able to stand on a roof and be like, oh my god, like you'd be fucking... If those buildings are moving that much, your shit would be all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
So, but that's me just nitpicking the movie. It looked interesting, but it won't be one I'll see in the theater. Anywho, what were you saying?
Furious 7.
Oh, yeah.
We watched it, we discussed it outside this, but...
Yeah, to me, I thought it was really good. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
I don't know, I pretty much enjoy pretty much all of them.
Yeah, I agree. To me, it was awesome. I really liked it. I have no complaints about it. It's all it is to me is when I watch it, I just like, damn, it sucks. Paul Walker's dead. It's just a shame. Not that I really liked him as an actor. I mean, I have nothing against him at all. He is a good actor when he's playing in movies. Like, he's believable. To me, he's a good actor. Is he my favorite actor? No. Do I want him dead? No, of course not. So, on that note, it's just a shame. It sucks that, that he's no longer with us, and watching that movie is just
kind of a... So...
The movie is definitely a tribute to him. You can definitely see that, especially in the end. The
ending.
But that still doesn't make me feel good about what happened, and it sucks because it's not like he died in his sleep. Like, he went out in a fucking crazy way, man. He went out like Ryan Dunn, dude.
Yeah, he crashed.
Yeah, but he didn't just crash. He crashed and burned. Like, that's the crazy part about it. If you died in a car accident, that's one thing.
When they said, like, as he hit for the impact, he died instantly.
Right, okay. Well, my thing is that the fact that it's like you're burned beyond recognition, that's like, it doesn't matter if you're dead or alive during that. My point is, it's like if someone dies in a car accident, it sucks and everything, but when you're like mangled and like unrecognizable, that shit's like, I mean, that's like, basically overkill, and it's just crazy to think about.
You can't really have a funeral.
Yeah, like, to me, it's just like, that's beyond, I don't know, it's just crazy to think about. But the movie was good. I enjoyed the movie. I have no complaints about it. It's one of those movies that I don't care about the story or the series enough to give a shit about how many they make. They're just entertaining. It's gotten so over the top that, like, I don't care about if they're making a 15th one or whatever, if they go crazy with it and just keep making them. It doesn't bother me because it's not a series that I really give a shit about.
Apparently they're
making an 8th one.
They're making another one, and they're gonna either...
Oh, dude, you fucked this up.
What?
The roof here, dude. Look at this shit. You gotta go out. Remember? Look at mine. See how it's over? There's an overhang. Yours is flush with this. You gotta bring this shit out. Oops. Like that. I don't know why you put brick there.
I didn't put brick there.
Well, I had concrete. I just put concrete there. How did...
I put concrete there.
Well, what the fuck? I put concrete here, and then a brick appeared right there.
I did not.
Okay, whatever. Who cares? Fix your fucking shit, bullshit. Fix your fucking shit, bullshit. Bullshit.
They're gonna use his brother.
See, to me, that's weird. I don't know. I almost think they should just write him out.
I think they
should do what they did with the Joker
at the
and just
ending
be like, he's gone.
You know how he's like going a different way? Like, just take the sister out and...
Yeah, just have him be like, they went and did the family thing. Like, he's out of the biz, he's done risking his life and shit. But, I don't know, I mean, I don't really care at the end of the day. Again, like I said, it's not a franchise I'm like, oh my god, don't mess with my favorite movie.
Yeah, they're interesting. I like watching them.
Do you see the picture of the Joker?
For Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? By the way, that's not actually what he's going to look like. I know everyone went up in arms about the whole thing, but that's not actually like what he's going to look like.
Yeah, with the tattoos or something.
Yeah. I don't mind the look other than the tattoos. Mainly,
the tattoos is...
A couple of the tattoos I don't mind. There's a couple I fucking cannot handle. My main argument about the tattoos, it's fine if Joker has a tattoo. But to me, don't have tattoos that are about the Joker. To me, that looks like the type of tattoos that a fan of the Joker would get, not the Joker himself. You know, like the ha 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 thing? That doesn't make sense to me. That seems like what a Joker fan would get. The one that makes sense to me is like the smile, the grin on his arm. That is cool because I could see, you know how like Batman would throw up his cape like over his face? Like guarding his face, like I am the knight, and he throws the cape over. It'd be cool if the Joker did it, only he's got the grin on his arm. So he's like he would be kind of like fucking with him. Like, fuck you, I can do the same thing. I thought that might be kind of clever if they did that in a cool way. But, like the Jester looks okay, I don't mind that as much. But my least favorite is by far the damaged on his forehead. It says damaged on his forehead. That just is stupid. To me, he looks like a punk. He doesn't look like the Joker. He looks like he's in an 80s punk rave. You know, with a grill and everything. He just looks like he's like, you know, I'm trying to think of a movie. Like, I don't know, you think of like any 80s movie where they go into like a crazy club. Like a punk rock club.
Yeah.
Where everyone's got like fucking crazy, you know, mohawks and they're all like, all crazy and shit. That's what I picture him like that, you know, where it's like kind of a gothy punk club. And I just picture him like he would fit in perfectly with that. But to me, at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit about the look. It's all about how he portrays him as, like, acting-wise. Because you could have him look one way, and if his portrayal is good, the look will just follow. You know? It will follow suit. To me, that isn't as big of a deal, because... you know, he could look badass, but his acting sucks. That's gonna go down with it. But if he looks kind of like questionable at first, but his acting is great and his performance is awesome, the look is going to take a back seat to that.
Yeah.
So, in the end of the day, I don't really care. Another small gripe, which no one has seemed to talk about, is his hair. His hair color is almost too, like, turquoised to me. It's not like a green, it's almost like like down here, if you guys see, the food icon is like Joker hair green. But his is almost like got more blue in it, where it almost looks like do I have anything in my room that's that color? It's got like almost okay, hold on. Okay, this is close. Simpsons DVD set. See how this is almost shiny? It's got like a kind of a chromish reflection to it. Add just a tiny bit more green to this, and that's what it seems like. It's almost like shiny. Like it doesn't have like that hair look. It almost looks like it's a wig. I know it's not, but it has like that like chromy shininess to it with like a hint of blue, and it just looks kind of weird. I'll post a picture of you guys so you guys can see it if you haven't already. Which, if you haven't, what the hell are you doing on the internet? But I think it's cool. I'm excited for it. I don't really care. At the end of the day, like I said, I already have a Batman movie that I'm in love with, which, by the way, it is right here. Oh, hell yeah, man. Like, you guys cannot fucking... Oh, no. Oh, no. I lost... there he is. What the hell was that, man?
I have no clue.
Dude, this freaking... I didn't even look through this, really.
I lost internet for a second, maybe. I don't know.
But, that's kind of cool. Like, you guys can see the sketches, like the Joker, what he was supposed to look like. Which I believe Heath Ledger designed his own makeup, so this is, like, his sketch, I think. But, like, yeah, that's the Joker that I care about right now. Not saying that, you know, what the fuck is his name? What the fuck is Jared Leto? Not saying that he couldn't outdo him, because I have faith in him, but... you know, if he doesn't, if he ends up sucking, whatever, you know, like, we already got a good Joker, so I'm not gonna freaking cry over spilt milk. So, I'm just excited because it's more Batman stuff. And that's good with me. Can't have too much of that. And I'm also glad they're not doing another goddamn origin story. Because how many times do you have to see an origin story in a movie? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man, if they make a goddamn another Spider-Man movie, if they do another fucking origin story, or if they do, make it a completely different one. Reinvent Spider-Man. Reinvent the whole origin story. I would be down for that. But another, I fucking got bit by a spider, my parents died, and then I freaking lived with my aunt and uncle. The whole, like, trying to rewrite the sentence, with great power comes great responsibility. Like, in the latest Spider-Man movie, dude, you could tell, Martin Sheen was trying to say, with great power comes great responsibility, but they didn't say that exactly. They just said basically that exact thing, only with different words. But you could tell, like, you're trying to say that same fucking thing, but you can't because it's part of that other movie. And it's just like, why even go there? Just come up with something new. So, I'm glad with the new Batman movie they're going to have, you know, with Ben Affleck, he's going to be an older Batman, so they won't be doing the whole... You know, he might have some flashbacks and shit, which is fine. But I just don't want a whole, like... I don't want a half hour of the goddamn movie seeing something that I've seen a billion times already.
Yeah, his parents get shot.
Yeah, like... You know, it just, to me, it's like, what the fuck? Really? I think, honestly, though, the kid that they picked for Batman Begins, man, is freaking awesome. That kid is perfect. Like, spot on goddamn perfect for that role. And let me explain. One, he's a good actor. The kid, like, believably looked upset, crying, like, he fit the role. He looked terrified with the bats at the freaking, you know, theater and shit. Like, it looked believable to me. But he's also, like the right age and everything. He just, to me, did an awesome job. That he could not have picked him better. But to do that same thing again in the new movie, to me, would just be a waste of goddamn time. So. Wow, we did the tower.
We did.
Or the gatehouse. Was it completely done? Nope, we're missing... Do you have the quarter blocks? Those little skinny things? No?
No.
No, no, no.
No.
No, 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 no.
Nine.
Yeah, what is that from?
Finding Nemo.
Oh my god. Oh, you really dug deep there.
I did. Had to pull
out of your hat a trick.
Bag of quotes, and
Yeah.
I was running out, and...
Is that Dory or whatever?
What?
Is that like Dory? Isn't her name Dory? Who is that? Oh, no, that's the crab thing, right?
Birds.
Oh,
Dang.
fuck, I was way off, dude. Well, Dory was like the annoying one to the entire movie. She wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of how her character is supposed to be, but it's funny for kids. To me, it's just like, oh my god.
And then always forgets about stuff.
Yeah.
Like 5 seconds later. Who are you?
Yep. I like the turtle. What up, dude? Teaching kids about smoking weed, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that's seriously like...
How old are you?
Yeah.
Over 100, man.
Just come out in the back of the movie theater after this, man. We'll light it up, dude. Like... Just constantly, like, rocking his head back and forth.
Tubular.
Yeah. That little girl, though, the friggin' dentist, is a psycho. Like,
Yeah.
shaking up the bag and stuff. There's always, like, a creepy fucking girl or creepy kid in every Disney movie. You ever notice that? Sid from Toy Story is, like, fucking with the toys and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, there's always that demented child. It's like they're trying to teach kids, like, don't be a dick.
Toy abuse.
Yeah.
offended. That movie brought on toy abuse.
You know, that's the interesting thing about Toy Story is Buzz Lightyear believes he's a real thing and not a toy. Yet every single time parents come in the room, he freezes.
Yeah.
Like, that's a loophole right there. That's what I like to call a loophole. Answer me that, people. Huh?
Probably their convenient Easter egg.
Yeah, and by the way, Woody is totally pounding Miss Sheep or whatever the fuck her name is.
Little Bo Peep.
Yeah, dude, he was peeping up her bow.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'll be here all week.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you
don't
can't
get that
leave.
kind of comedy anywhere.
You can't leave because you have work
Yeah, every fucking day of my life.
every day.
It fucking sucks.
Which I have 4 more days until a day off. I already
Well,
worked
I'm taking
4.
off Saturday. So hopefully Sunday will be off, and then I'll just get the weekend off. That's what I normally do. So that way it doesn't look like I'm taking the whole weekend off, but if they do it that way, then I do it, and if not, I work Sunday, get a little overtime, who cares? I just want one goddamn day off, and if they don't like it, they can suck my ass. I'm there all the goddamn time. Goddamn, my nose itches.
How's that job searching going?
Good, I got, like I said, I got that phone interview. I just gotta wait till tomorrow. They'll probably call me back tomorrow, because I called him back Friday and he didn't answer. Left a message on his voicemail or whatever. Which is funny because his corporate office doesn't have a fucking voicemail.
It's
It just
weird.
says, the party you have reached or whatever is unavailable. Please leave a message. It's like you'd think he'd be like, hi, this is Justin from Power and Associates, blah, 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 blah. You know, like, I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, this is
Yeah,
your
that's really
corporate
weird.
headquarters and you guys don't have a fucking voicemail? But it was like when you call there, it's like, please type in your party's extension if you know it. If not, click, you know, from the following options, blah, 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 you know. So I was like, alright, maybe, you know, I'll have to click these options. And then I was just like, I'll type in his extension. And there was no voicemail, like, you know, for him. And I was just like, that's kind of strange. I mean, he left me a voicemail on my phone, so, I mean, he's a real fucking person.
Or is he? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. What the fuck? Alright, man, the gatehouse is complete. It is complete! Sound like an Asian. Completed. It is complete. I'm so Ronry. Oh, so Ronry. Fucking A, man. North Korea. I feel bad for those people.
Yeah, but they don't know any better.
Oh, they totally know better. They totally know better, dude. Like I said, when I was in China, and I'm at Dandong, and I'm standing at a river that's 200 yards wide, and there's city, like, I'm standing facing the river, guys, okay? Facing the river, and behind me, picture like New York City, or if you're in Europe, picture London, or if you're in fucking China, picture Beijing, or whatever, wherever the fuck you are in the world, picture a major city. There's skyscrapers everywhere, okay? And then in front of you, there's 200 yards or so, 500 feet or whatever, 200, I don't know, 600 feet, I don't fucking know. There's water in front of you, a river. And across the river there's field, okay? With some trees, and there's some people, like, raking leaves, doing, like, you know, little peasant work over there. You're telling me that they don't look across that short little river and go, well, shit, I'm missing out on a ton. Of course they do. And word of mouth, that shit gets around. Of course they're not going up to the security and the military and going, what the fuck, you know, get us out of here. They're talking to their family and everything, and they're, you know, I'm not saying everyone is, but they are aware that the world is moving on without them. They just can't do anything about it. And that's what's shitty. That's why I feel bad for them. Now, the people that are in control, they could go jump off, fucking take a long walk off a short pier for all I fucking give a shit. But the people over there that actually want to get the hell out of there and enjoy their life, I feel bad for them. Because they deserve it, and their goddamn leader's a dick, and acts like he's a god when really he's just a fat little piece of shit. Fucking put him in a goddamn arm lock and choke his ass out. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, give him no electricity or all the stuff
Dude,
that
he's
he
just
uses.
like he says he doesn't poop. What? Okay. Yeah, you're
That was the funniest thing I've heard. Imagine him saying that.
yeah, it's like whatever, dude. Think what you want.
Yeah, you're human just like me.
No, you're not human. You're alive. You're a living being. Every living being poops. Everything. Fish. Birds. My dog. Your dad. Your mom. Your little baby. Your kitten. A frog. Everything takes a shit. So it's like to say that you don't because you're just some guy, like that's fucking stupid. And for people to even believe it or come close to believing it is fucking ridiculous. But, you know, again, they're sheltered, so I'll cut them a break. I don't know, I just think it's just a shame because there's probably a lot of pretty girls over there. I'm all about pretty girls. Huh?
I said true that.
Yeah, dude, there's probably a lot of pretty nice girls over there that I will never ever meet. And it's a shame.
Never ever.
Yeah.
Unless he dies and somehow they are not
Yeah.
North Korea anymore.
Yeah, the South takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's always South Korea, I guess. There's pretty girls in South Korea. Hell, there's pretty girls all over the world.
That is true.
Yes. So, why narrow my gaze? Pretty girl. Pretty bird. Pretty bird.
Yeah, but now you experience China, now it's time to experience Europe or
Yeah, man.
somewhere else.
I'm a little, like, I'm totally pumped for Europe, man. Like, I definitely want to go 110%. But, I don't know. I feel like it might be a little different there when it comes to the lady situation. Just because a lot more Americans go there, and you know, a lot of European places don't like Americans. You know, I know France or Paris. They don't necessarily like Americans, which is weird because they're our allies. So you know,
Yeah.
maybe we're like
Well,
brothers. You know, we're just like we argue. We're like the siblings that fight.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like we need their help, but they're just like, eh. But then they're like, we need your help, and then they like us, and then they hate us when they don't need us, kind of thing.
Well, I think it's just because we've had a lot of we've been caught up in wars together, and you know, when you're fighting a war, people are always like, you didn't do shit, we did a ton of crap, blah blah blah, you know. So there's that. It's like the South and the North in America. People still like fuck the North, you know, blah blah blah. They still have their freaking opinions on what.
Confederate flags.
Yeah, it's like, are you fucking kidding me?
I hate when people in the North have that. Like I've seen it in Michigan. I'm like, really? Like,
Yeah, it's pretty stupid. But yeah, I'm just, you know, going to Europe would be sweet. But I don't know, I just feel like it would you wouldn't stand out as much, I guess. You
yeah,
know,
I guess.
people in
but-
China are not used to seeing a 6'5" American. So when you're walking around, everyone's like, "Ho ho, ho ho,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "Hello," and they're like, "Oh, You know, it's so weird.
Oh,
I mean, it's really cool, actually. I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it when I was over there. But they're so generous and nice. And I didn't run into any... Actually, I ran into one guy who was kind of a dick. Who was a taxi cab driver. And he was kind of getting off on the fact that I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. You know, like, I kept telling him, Tinger, which means to turn around. Like, do a U-turn. And he was just, like, laughing at me. Basically. Like, he turned, like, basically, my brother's street is on the left side of the road. So picture, like, M24, picture a 4-lane road with a middle, divider, like a freeway divider. But it's not a freeway divider, it's just like basically like a chain link fence, only not a chain link fence. So it's not a concrete divider, it's just like a little fence that runs in between the 2 lanes on each side, okay?
yeah.
So when you pass, you have to pass my brother's apartment, go to the next intersection, and do a U-turn to head the other way because he's on the left side of the road, and then park and then get out. Okay. Well, this guy, I tell him Tinger, and he takes a left, and he goes down the side of instead of taking a U-turn, like a left U-turn, he just takes a complete left and starts heading down the road. So I'm like, no, Tinger. Like, I'm trying to tell him, like, turn around, like, U-turn. And I was just like, I just told him to stop. Like, I can't remember what the fuck I said to stop, but, I mean, at the time I was a lot more upbeat on my Chinese. And he just stopped, and I was just like, oh, and I just, like, paid him the money, and he was just laughing. Like, him and the other girl that was in the cab with me started laughing, and I just got out. I was like, fuck you guys. Like, you guys are dicks. Like, you obviously know I don't know how to speak your language. But besides that, everyone was really, really super nice, and it was freaking awesome. I have nothing to say but good things about my trip there. It was freaking sweet. I would definitely go back as soon as I fucking can. It's just it's so crazy there, man. The mixture between Western and Eastern culture is freaking unbelievable. It's so sweet to be like going to those night markets and stuff and trying all the bizarre foods they have, and I don't know, dude, like I said, you can get a full body massage. 2.5 hour full body massage for $25. 25 American dollars. Here, it's $40 for 30 minutes.
Charge a little bit more.
Yeah. So 40 times 5 would be how much it would cost to get that same thing here. So, a lot more. And I mean, I'm not just gonna say like, oh well, they're so cheap, that's why it's awesome there, because that's just a little piece of what makes it cool. To me, it's just they're so nice. Everyone's very nice. I don't know. I just felt like I could go up to anybody and talk to them. Whereas here, I don't feel like I can do that. I don't feel like I can just walk into a bar or walk to anybody and just start talking and have them like. And it's weird because I didn't speak their fucking language. So what does that say? In America, I speak the language that everyone speaks here, or the majority of people, the majority of people, what they speak. And there, everyone speaks Chinese, especially where I was staying, which was Shenyang, because, that's like 3 hours north of Beijing, where it's not a tourist destination, so pretty much everybody only speaks Chinese. Or Mandarin. So, if you have more confidence going up to talk to someone who doesn't even speak your language than you do going up and talking to someone who speaks your language, that says volumes.
It does.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm mainly talking about girls here because, to be honest, like, I don't give a shit if I'm an American. I go up and talk to some guy. I'm not like worried about really anything. Not that I'm worried about talking to girls here, but it's like I expect things to go wrong more when I talk to a girl in America than there. And it's because girls just kind of have this opinion of what you're out for already without considering the fact that I'm a fucking human being with feelings. They immediately like, oh, well, you just want to get in my pants or whatever. And it's like, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but that's not necessarily what I was getting after. You know, like, does that make sense? You know, like,
Yes.
that's not a lie. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but that's not my only intention. You know, like, I'm not going to stand here and be like, if you were like, hey, let's go in the back room and fuck, I wouldn't be like, nah. But on the other hand, that's not, like, my number one plan here, you know? To me, it's like, it seems conceited, I guess. You know, like, if I find you attractive and I go over and talk to you, what's wrong with that? If some girl came up to me and even if she wasn't someone I was up, you know, like all for or whatever, and she thought I was attractive, I wouldn't be like, oh, well, what the fuck? You know, I'd be like, well, thank you, that's very nice of you, you know? I'd still give her the time of day and talk to her or something. I wouldn't just treat her like a, you know, like a dick and be like, fuck you. So, you know, I remember I was in China and this girl was about to get into a taxi cab, and I just walked over into her and I was like, hey, you know, can I get your WeChat? Which is, you know, like a way of communicating. It's like a walkie-talkie app on your phone. And maybe we could go out and get like dinner sometime. And she was like, oh, yeah, you know, and like I didn't even know her. Literally, she was getting into a cab. That split second, that was it. So, you know, if you did that in America, a girl would be like, what? And you'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, no,
I don't even
you know.
know you.
Yeah, it would be like a much, you know, just, and again, I'm not saying that girls here have to be like, you know, that random, like that cool with like giving a number out or something like that when it's that spontaneous, because I understand that that's a little weird. But I'm just giving you an example of how nice people are over there, because they are super friendly, and they're so friendly that it's almost like, it's almost hard because you don't know when you're like, if you're upsetting them at all, you know? It's like, they're so nice all the time that it's almost like, are you being this nice because you want to, or are you being this nice because you're genuinely this nice, you know? Like, is there a part of you that's like, God, this, you know, I don't know. I guess when someone's that nice and you're not used to it, you just, like, can't help but think of, like...
Yeah, like, are you doing this?
Yeah, I can't help but kind of decipher it and try to question why.
Are you nice because you don't want to be rude?
Yeah, you know, like, I know Faye, who's, you know, my brother's fiance, is very, she's so nice that it's almost a problem, because she never tells you when she doesn't want to do something or something. So if she's like, you know, you're like, hey, you want to go to this restaurant? And she's like, sure, yeah, let's go. And the whole time, she doesn't really want to go there. But she just wants to make you happy. So in the end, it makes her unhappy. And it's like, Faye, you gotta be freaking honest, you know? Like, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? You don't want to go here? Like, you could just be honest, and I'll be like, alright, let's go somewhere else, you know? So, you know, there was that kind of thought, but, you know. Yeah, they have a movie theater there. Went to a movie theater, saw that Spider-Man movie. And it's Jackie Chan's movie theater. Literally, dude. It's the Jackie Chan movie theater. There's, like, posters of him and stuff, and his signature is, like, the logo.
Cool.
It was pretty sweet. Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Hopefully we see Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Maybe he'll come in.
Be like, Jackie, remember that Jackie? Jackie, remember that Jackie? His name's Lee, goddammit! Have you seen the Rush Hour outtakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name's Lee in the movie, you know? And Chris Tucker's like, Jackie, you see that Jackie? Jackie, you see that Jackie? And then the other guy who's in the scene with him goes, his name's Lee, goddammit! Because his name in the movie's supposed to be Lee, and he keeps calling him by his real name. Dude, that fucking shit is so funny. I don't care what anybody says. If they're like, oh my god, I hate Rush Hour movies, you guys are out of your mind. That is a good time. That is a movie right there, going back to the, you know, Fast and the Furious movies. That is a movie right there where I wouldn't care if they made 17 Rush Hours. Just the combination of Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan is fucking great. You know, the mixture of that culture of Chinese with, you know, kind of American, African-American mix of the culture is just fucking hilarious. especially with Chris Tucker's his screaming. He screams like a girl, so it's like, you know, like Jackie Chan's so confident and he's such a little bitch that it's fucking hilarious. I love it. Combo's great. Jackie's that right? Jackie's that right? His name's Lee, goddammit. The way he's so serious too, the guy's not fucking around. Like he's like his name's Lee. It's funny. Oh my god, I just realized that we are 10 minutes past. So, normally this never happens, but thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed our ranting about just about everything. I think this is like the most we've ever talked, or at least I've ever fucking talked during an episode. It was kind of nice having almost topics to talk about this time. So, next time I'll make sure to read up on some shit. So we'll have some more shit to talk about. But thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 49. I almost said 44. Part 49. And we will, I guess, continue heading this way. Or we'll start on the major project, which is going to be our part 50 like celebration project. We have this huge thing planned. It's pretty outrageous. It's kind of like the Parthenon we made over here. Kind of like this big platform thing. But it's a lot more elaborate, so it's going to take up a lot of space. It's going to be pretty sweet. So, thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 49, and we'll see you guys next time. Alright guys, take it easy. Peace.